you. I'm the CEO director of Gucci.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Andrei. I'm the director of marketing department.
Nice to meet you. My name is Mimuna and I work in HR.
Nice to meet you. My name is Imaji.
Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you. Alright, so I'm really busy at the moment. I need to attend for a meeting as well as Andrei, and once Eugene's done with introducing you, you can come to our department and talk to us.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Right, see ya.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Eugene.
My name is Imaji.
Let me just give you a brief introduction of our company. Our company Gucci is the most popular and prestige brand in the luxury label industry. Gucci was founded by Guccio Gucci in 1921, which was first started as a leather goods and luggage store located in Florence, Italy. And it was later on quickly recognized by the public with their brand regarded as luxury brand with a symbol of wealth, status, power in the market. After that, it quickly expanded to several cities in Italy such as Milan, Rome, and others. One of the most iconic and in-demand design as well as materials Gucci has ever used until now would definitely be the double intertwined G bamboo bag created in 1947. This was one of the biggest sales in the history of Gucci and had led to them to expand to several international big cities such as New York, Paris, London, Hong Kong, Tokyo, and so on. Now Gucci has expanded their products line from leather goods to bags as well as jewelries and watches. We also offer different range of products for types of genders, not just women but men and children as well. Because of how unique and influential Gucci products are in the market, a few pieces have been inspired by a couple of cultural references as the Italian Renaissance arts, Chinese historic design, and so on, which makes Gucci to be proud of placing on the 5th place with a net worth of 12.7 billion USD that operates about 278 directly operated stores in the world, followed by 2,400 employees from upscale department stores. Now I will lead you to my other colleagues where he will tell you more about the HR process and recruitment. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Declan.
Hi, Declan. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
And I am the HR Management Director.
So can you tell me more about what the HR process is like here in Gucci?
So there's a few steps in the HR management. So the first step would be human resources planning, where it is where we assess the number of employees we have in terms of their skills, qualifications, experience, age, contracts, performance, ratings, titles, compensation, and others. So by knowing that, we then identify the gaps we have between jobs and list out the number of employees we need to have as well as the types of skills, requirements for current or future assessments. So the second step is either recruitment or decruitment. So after human resources planning, we would have the process of either a recruitment or decruitment as what I've said, which before that we will require few documents that claims your validity of applying with us, such as CV documents, job description, job specifications, and so on. If all of your submitted documents has met all of our requirements, you'll be in the process for the next steps. But if not, you'll be sadly proceed to the decruitment steps where it ends. So the next steps is where it's called selections. You'll be in the process of where we will have a few types of methods such as interviews, personality or psychometric assessments, skill testings, and others, in order to make sure you are the most suitable employees to hire. And the step after that is orientation. So you'll be proceeded where you'll be introduced to your fellow staffs and colleagues who share similar skills and capabilities of you. And the steps after that is where trainings is being put. So you'll be coached and guided through on your given tasks with two main types of training methods, which are on-the-job training and off-the-job training. Examples on the job training are job rotations, job shadowing, committee assignments, and others. And the examples of the job trainings would consist of role play, simulations, conferences, and others. So the types of training you'll be received would depend on the types of tasks you have. So the last step would be performance management. So you'll be in the performance stage where there will be evaluated with different types of methods such as project evaluation, review, 360-degree appraisal, employee self-assessment, and others, in order to let us know whether you have learned anything from the training. So the quality of your effort putting in with the business will determine the amount of compensation and benefits you would receive, which could consist of two types that are financial benefits such as bonuses, commission, overtime pay, and others, as well as non-financial benefits such as health insurance cover, paid vacations, wellness programs, and others. Also, your loyalty and dedication towards our company would determine high chances of promotion in the future. So keep in mind that.
Thank you so much for telling me what the HR process is like.
Thank you. Now my other colleagues will explain to you the other departments and requirements that you need when you apply for this company.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so let me introduce to both my colleagues. He's the marketing department and
Hi, nice
he's
to meet you
the
again.
HR department. So I'll leave it them to you.
Okay, thank
Alright.
you.
Bye, Declan.
Bye.
Bye.
So can you guys tell me what my schedule would look like?
Yeah, so your schedule will consist of being at the office for 20 hours a week. So what we expect from you is we want you to have the meetings with the team. So we have a whole department meeting once a month just to check on what everyone's doing and if everyone's taking the right path. And you have your small meeting with your employees who work in the same field as you. That those are important just to keep each other updated. So you do the teams at least once a week. In terms of coming to the office, we are quite flexible, so we want you to work from home. So if you need any laptops or if you need a phone to work from, we're happy to provide that for you. But yeah, we're very, very flexible, and if you need any help with recruitment, HR is here to help you.
In this organization, you will be required to work in teams to ensure the flawless of work and to ensure the quality of the task. And there is also a variety of teams that we're working on.
Okay, so what do you consider a team, and what are the types of teams that I should be aware of?
Yeah, so a team is a group of individuals who work together to complete the same goal at the end of a task or at end of whatever work that you're doing, which is very, very important for Gucci because we come out with different collections, we need to meet people's standards, so we have different ways to do that, and we do it through teams. There's also a couple of types of teams that you should be aware of, such as problem-solving skills. Those teams are very, very important when marketing any product or even finding any collection to do, because what that does, when you're doing problem solving, we need to solve, try to find a trend in the market, especially for fashion, because during the modern times, any trend can come up. So one of our collections is the animal print collection that we did, and what we did, we released that during Fashion Week, which was an amazing thing, and we did that through the problem solving skills because we thought if we come out with this collection now, we can bring in a trend or follow a specific trend to bring more attention, and we can market stuff with, you know, with animal print, which, you know, we need so many sales out, so it's very, very important.
Why do you guys prefer to work in teams?
We prefer to work in teams because it helps so many people in the department. We work in virtual teams, which is we work in technology, so we can do virtual chats online. If you do work from home, you're able to talk to us. We also have a creative team. What that does, we come up with ideas of marketing, you know, we can problem solve marketing, advertisements. We can do a lot of things because here in Gucci we are very, very creative for what we do. Compared to other brands, we are very, very, very unique, and that's what makes us a billion-dollar industry. We also have a cross-functional team, and that are teams that's formed into individual that does different specialities. For example, if we're doing a project on an ad, we'll have a team that deals with the financial stuff. We have a team that comes up with the ideas. We have a team that can work with the technical ideas, and then we might have a designer who is also good with tech. So those are important, so everyone has a specific role to create one big project. But we prefer to work in teams because we like to adapt the formation of groups, you know, in Gucci for different types of reasons. So we can talk, in Gucci we can talk about the collision between work members that can lead to shared expertise in the creative industry. We can talk, we also do this because we talk, you know, we like to help support employees and understand their mental abilities and what they can do, and we just provide protection for all our employees during, like, you know, working in teams. It's just really, really important.
Before you actually start working in teams, do you know about Tuckman's theory?
No, I don't. Can you?
Alright, so this is a theory in which there are 5 stages.
And what are those 5 stages?
The first stage would be forming, which is the stage where the group is, the individuals are being brought together. Strengths and weaknesses are being identified. Potential roles are being assigned. A way to make sure that this stage is as flawless as possible, the coach manager could establish a potential group task where individuals could further see their weaknesses and strengths. There is also the second stage, which is storming. This stage is usually evolving around conflicts and power struggles. Here, usually the group leader, the team leader, is having quite a crucial role because he needs to make sure that the group stays together. So they could progress into the third stage. The third stage would be norming, where the task is being assigned and roles are being assigned to individuals. So obviously there is more individuals within the team, so everyone will have to do their task. It is crucial that everyone knows what they have to do. A way to make sure that this is happening is to keep tracking the progress and give feedback to the group. There is also the last. Finally, there is a drawing which involves breaking up the group in most efficient way. So there would not be any conflicts, or there would not be any blame passed around.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, these are the 5 stages of Tuckman's theory.
Thank you.
There's also another theory that is called Bellman theory, very similar to Tuckman's, but what this does, Bellman's theory which is believed that uses each processes to pattern behavior that characterizes one person's behavior in a relationship to another, facilitating the progress of a team. So according to Bellman, there are 9 roles that a team should adapt in order to be successful in Gucci.
And what are those 9 roles?
So the 9 roles, so the first one is PLON. So this means it tends to be highly creative and gives a good eye at problem solving skills in different ways. So such as marketing skills, we need creative skills in marketing, because if we come up with an ad, we can't just have a normal ad. We need it to catch people's eyes. For example, we came up with a billboard in Shoreditch because it's a good area where it's filled with creative people, and everyone there's just have a different style, similar to Gucci's. So it's a good problem solving skill, so it's really, really good. We have another thing that we do the monitor evaluator. This provides a logical eye and making judgments where it's required, and weighs up the team's options in a good formal way, which is very, very important, especially working Gucci. We like to keep everything professional and have everyone's opinion on the table in a professional way. Another one is we have the specialist. So we bring in a specialist to go in depth on specific knowledge that for example, we might bring someone who knows finance into the team because they can deal with the finance. They know what's a good budget, or if the money that we're spending is good and reliable. We like to bring someone there. We have the implementer, who plans a good strategy for the team, and what that does, it carries out a good time efficient work schedule for everyone, so they can manage the time when you're going to work in the team, when you can work individually to your own tasks. So it's very, very important to have. And we have the shaper. This provides necessary drive to ensure that the team keeps moving and does not lose focus on momentum. So this just means we just push you to be motivated. We might push you in different ways. For example, we might give you a bonus that might push you to work harder. We might give you, treats. For example, we might let you work from home for a week. If you work productively, we will give you rewards no matter what. We also have the completer finisher. This most effectively used at the end of the task, just to polish and structurize any projects that you guys done. We just process it through maybe someone else who just goes through everything, make sure everything's perfect in order to go to the next stage, maybe to market something else, which is very, very good. So if you do have any errors, it will be caught. So you guys don't need to be worried about that, but you will obviously try your best to do the best as you can during the work. We have the resource investigator. So this is someone who goes, maybe does primary or secondary research and just finds out what customers they want to reach for. They just look at specific analytics just to see if we're making the right steps when coming up with a marketing idea. We have the coordinator, which obviously they coordinate specific roles, or they might coordinate you to tell you specific roles to do. So for example, someone might be the role of a specific team just to make sure you can tell someone if you have any issue, if you have any problems, you can always talk to them, which is very, very helpful. And we have the team worker, who helps the team gel in ideas and just find little parts from anyone's idea, gel them in, so you come up with a big piece, which is again very, very important for Gucci. We like to work as a team, and that's why we come up with amazing collections. We come up with amazing time to release things, so that's why we're like $1 billion company. So through all the important teams to be successful, there are 3 critical roles without a team that they can't perform. And if you don't have these, they will fall apart. The teams will fall apart.
What are the 3 roles?
So the 3 roles are nature of the task, which refers to design of the task communicated clearly. So you need to always communicate ideas. You can't just do anything individually. If you're working in a group, you need to ensure that everyone in the team knows what you're doing at all times. So you can let them know through virtual calls, you can let them know through emails, but you always need to keep your team updated, which is very, very good. We also like to keep a diverse team. So again, this means different types of specialities, different types types of experience. If someone has experience in financial areas, as well as, you know, marketing ideas as well.
Yeah.
It's just very, very important for them to know. We also like to have physical setting when we work in, you know, the office, just to have good professional, you know, communication. At Gucci, we carry out feedback sessions 4 times a year, just to make sure everyone is happy on wherever you are. They don't feel too stressed, because if you're too stressed, you can't get enough work done, so that's not work efficient for us. So we always need to make sure that you're always comfortable,
Always motivated.
always motivated. So
Yeah.
we like to keep you like that. We also, you know, we always like to have communication. As I told you, it's so crucial when working with Gucci, especially with fashion. Everyone needs to input ideas. We don't have one person or a small team. We have the whole headquarters come in, put in the ideas. If they don't have an idea, give them some time. We always need to give them ideas. Finally, we have technology. Is the most, that's what we use most of the time, to talk to people, do primary, secondary research, find out how much profit we're making. We use data, we store data online, so everything's online, and we like to make sure everyone is able to use technology and they know how to do it. If you don't know, that's fine. But usually, if we do employ someone, we always have a week worth of training, just to make sure you know what to do, what's up to date, know how to contact anyone if you have any issues. Because at Gucci, we design ideas and we design them through online, because we have different, you know, headquarters around the world.
Yeah.
We have one in America. They deal with the US industry. We deal with the, you know, UK industry. We like to be very niche with different countries.
Yeah.
So sometimes we do need to come up together if we're coming out with a good, like a big collection. We like to keep them updated, so we might not have time to call them. So we might just update them on the data system. So we need to make sure that, you know, everything is useful.
Thank you.
Everything clear?
Everything's clear.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Right.
for your time.
Have any questions?
No, thank you.
That's alright. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.
See you. Thank
See ya.
you.
Bye.